All right, we are back. We are still hanging here at the Evergreen Lodge with Brian. We just hopped across the hall from the Altitude Bar, and now we're standing here in the Annapurna Nepali and Indian restaurant.
Nepalese and Indian food, correct, in Vail, which is pretty unique, but that's why it's such a great experience for people.
It's so fun, honestly. I mean, people I think are always a little bit surprised when they hear that there is an Indian restaurant in Vail and in the Evergreen. It's always a little bit surprising.
So let me tell you a little history behind that. So our owner of the hotel were friends and knew a gentleman and his wife, Om and Sarita, that owned a Nepalese restaurant in Glenwood. And they were looking for a new location, and this space we used for breakfast buffet in the mornings, but pretty much was empty for lunch and dinner. So we asked them, hey, are you interested in coming to Vail? And that's pretty much how it happened. So the food is really fantastic. If you go to TripAdvisor, I think they're ranked the #2 restaurant now on TripAdvisor, which is pretty impressive.
Which is very impressive. We've got fantastic dining here. So the fact that this is #2, allegedly, is great.
Yeah, it's a very unique dining experience, Nepalese and Indian food. They do a great job. Everything is made from scratch. So it's a very unique dining experience. You know, I think when a lot of people think of Indian food, they think of spice, but you can really, everything is spiced kind of 1 to 10. So if you like something more mild, they have an option for you.
You've got 10 options, it sounds like.
10 options, correct. And then, you know, you can order some naan, which is I think important when you talk about this type of cuisine, which is a type of bread that they bake in the back, and it is fantastic.
So good. If you haven't had naan, really good.
So I mean, this is really authentic Nepalese and Indian food. I mean, the people that work here and cook here are all from Nepal and India, and they do a great job. They're open daily for lunch and dinner, so they open 11:30, and then they close around 2:30, and then reopen around 4:30 for dinner. So lunch and dinner, except for Sundays, they're closed for Sundays for lunch. So stop in. There's a nice patio out back as well if they want kind of an outdoor dining experience in the summer.
Yeah, I don't know if you can see, we have this gorgeous patio behind us, so that's really nice to be able to sit outside and enjoy your unique cuisine.
Yeah, and they really have everything. If you look at the type of food, the one thing that they don't serve on the menu is beef, because it's just, that's part of their kind of like
that's a cultural thing.
Cultural thing. But they have a variety of options: appetizers, entrees, you know, like tiki masala. They have some noodle dishes. They really have a variety of dishes. So
I'm personally a huge fan of Indian food, so I love this restaurant.
Okay.
Yeah, well, and I think it's really fun too. It's a great experience. It's not something that families should shy away from if you're here on vacation, because you do have that spice range from 1 to 10. So don't feel like your kids are going to be,
I think that's a great point. You know, as another dining option in the hotel, which really been great for our hotel guests, and their kids eat here all the time, and the same thing, they ask, well, hey, our kids don't like spice. But we can make all the dishes mild, and the kids actually really enjoy this type of food. So it's great to kind of expand their palate a little bit with some of this Nepalese and Indian food.
That's so awesome. Well, thank you so much, Brian.
Absolutely.
It's so fun to shed light on something really fun and different here in the Vail Valley. We're going to take a quick break and check in with Ashley for the weather.